Hello, this is Coach Ron, and I am excited today because this is the opening, my inaugural YouTube podcast, the first time, the first one. I am so excited. I've been thinking about this for a long time. And, as I transition from being pastor, I am so excited as I continue to speak in my career. So, yes, I'll be coaching, but I'll also be speaking to you. And this is my first one. So, can we give it a hand? Can we give it a hand? That's right, give it a hand. I am so excited that you have joined me so that we can tell you about the new thing. Well, uh, I've got a brand new gig and I've got the same old passion. So I've got something new. Change Connections is my new thing. It's something that I've been preparing for a couple of years and all, trying to make sure that I was prepared to do what I'm doing, which is to touch people's lives through coaching. And I'm excited about that. And I bring you that today. Now, I have a story that goes along with this, and that's this. You know, a few years ago, as I was thinking about retirement, I'm saying to myself, okay, so what I want to do? And I've been tinkering with computers, fixing computers, doing research on how to get something done better through computing. I was involved in every job that I've had. I've had to be involved with the computers there, and if I couldn't fix it, I knew how to get somebody to fix it. And so I said, well, maybe I can do something in the IT field as I go into retirement. So I went to Grand Canyon University and I was studying information technology, and everything was good. I was excited. And then my second class was the coding language Python. And I don't like coding, I don't like programming. I don't like languages for code to put together programs. I don't like that. So, anyway, my information technology field suffered loss right there. But I transferred to UMGC and I said, well, they have a cloud computing master's degree. I said, maybe I can go for that. And so I was going to go for that. And then I thought about it. I said, man, I said, who would hire me being someone in their 60s who has no experience? None at all. And so I said, well, so anyway, I sort of decided to do a major in leadership and management. Well, I'm a leader, and I've worked in leadership throughout my ministry and pastorate. So that's a good way to go at it. And managing things is something that we're always doing. So I really like that. So I was working my way through. I finally, and the thing I really liked about it is change management, because, that's when someone goes in and troubleshoots what's wrong in a company among the managers and staff in that company, and they, encourage that company. They build systems that helps them operate on a higher level, and I was excited about that and all. But I got to the halfway point and I got my master's certificate in leadership and management. And one day I sat there and I said, now, who's going to hire you in HR, just as a part of HR? Who's going to hire you when you have no experience? God has a sense of humor. And you know, he has a sense of humor because, he allowed me to go through all of this stuff. So anyway, I'm now discouraged because I'm feeling like, nobody's gonna hire me in HR to be come into their companies and bring about change because I have no experience. And so finally, I am in a cohort, a group of pastors who are from across the country, and I had a coach. And so during the cohort, I got close to my coach. And so one day he said to me near the end, he said, "Have you ever thought about being a coach?" And I said, "Well, I've been a coach for my conference for many years. They've trained me progressively for coaching, and so I, coach other pastors." He said, "But no, I'm talking about getting certified as a professional life coach, and to really start coaching on a higher level." And so I said, "No, I never thought about that." But I tell you this, something clicked for me, and I went through the program, finished all my classwork. I have enough hours to support my certification, and right now I'm working with a mentor coach, which is one of the last steps you go through before you get certified. And so I've been so excited. It's been so easy to go through this program because it's that thing which makes me tick. So it's funny that I went through all of these gyrations and the Lord allowed me to go through all of these gyrations to get me back to the thing that I've been doing. And so one of the things that really verifies, who you are is to go through, to the Lord allow you to go through. That's why, when kids are going through, whatever they have to go through, you can't always stop them and pull them off the path. Sometimes they just need to discover some stuff. And so, hey, I discovered that, this is where I belong because I have the same passion that I had when I was pastor. And I worked as a counselor, I worked as a consultant, I worked as a coach, and I've been coaching pastors for years. So this is a fit for me, but I ran a long ways. I was like Jonah. I went through a whole lot of stuff to get back to where I'm supposed to be. So today I celebrate my first YouTube podcast. So, can we talk about Change Connections for a minute? First of all, Change Connections, the name of, and it's Coach Ron's changeconnections.com. That's my website. So anyway, it's an eclectic mix of my 65 years. I'll be 65 in just a couple of weeks, and it's an eclectic mix of all of the things that the Lord has taught me over these years. Highlights, lowlights, between the lights. Mostly it's the lessons I have learned. So as I transition from a staff pastor of 10 years and a pastor of New Vision Church for the last 28 years. That's 38 years that I've been doing this as I transition from pastoring to coaching. I bring all of the things that I've learned and I bring it to bear upon people. I want to help people in the church, out of the church, in struggles, out of struggles. I want to help people. So at Change Connections, I coach people and I have coaches who coach me. I, Coach Ron, coach people and I have people who coach me. Now, I think that's an important aspect of what I do because one of the things is that as much as I can coach others, I in turn need a coach. So I have a covering pastor, and he coaches me through all of the different things that I run into as a pastor. I have someone who's helping me to get to where I need to go to. Not only that, I have a succession coach. That means I have a coach who's helping me in my succession process. As the church transitions from me to the person who will be the new pastor, there's a process, and I have a coach who helps me do that. Um, Now that I'm setting up a new business, I have someone who has already done this for a good amount of time. And rather than try to learn everything, sight unseen, I have a coach who's helping me to look at what I'm doing and to consider this or consider that. So I am a coach who also is being coached. I help people grow and develop to their max potential. I motivate people to never settle and always move forward. I finally motivate people that if they fall down, they can get back up again, because we all fall down in life. And I motivate them to get back up again. Coach Ron's Change Connections will help you avoid purposeless living. It will help you avoid low self esteem or arrogance. Either one of those poles is bad. It will help you keep you from feeling powerless while others participate in life. Some people spend their time watching others participate in life. I mean, in other words, you look at yourself and you don't see anything. So therefore, you spend your time, whether it's watching television or on social media, looking at other people do what they do, and you don't spend any time developing you. You know why? Because you don't think you have anything to develop. Now, I want to say to you, there is something in you and each one of us that needs to be brought forth. And as a coach, I want to help you to develop in those areas. I want to help you avoid living life as a perpetual victim. You are not a victim. You have to take responsibility and rise up within the context of who you are. You are not a victim. Now, we've probably all been victimized before. We've been scammed before. You know, um, just things that we didn't know. But you are not a perpetual victim. I want to help you find who you are. I don't want you to spend your life looking for ways to hurt others because you feel insignificant within yourself. And so you find some kind of satisfaction of seeing others hurt and even being willing to put that hurt on others. I don't want you to stay stuck on stupid. You know what? All of us do stupid things. I do, you do, and we all do. But I don't want you to stay stuck on stupid. What causes us to stay stuck is shutting out other voices except for our own voice. Some of us stay stuck because we only hear our own voice. Some people, when they get involved and somebody's trying to tell them something that could help them, they do something to change the subject. They may show aggression to get people off of them. They may give some kind of crazy excuses or blame somebody else. All of that to keep them from taking responsibility. We shut out voices that could help and we only listen to our voice. Now, let me just tell you something about our voice. You will never change for the good if you only listen to your own voice. You have been listening to your own voice all of your life. And where has that gotten you? No. The reason I have other coaches is because I can help others, but when I need help, I need perspective outside of my own. And that's what we offer you as a coach, someone to sit with you who allows you to think about what you're thinking. And the good thing about that is once you can see a playback, once you are asked questions and you start to look at how you're thinking, in a lot of ways you'll change. Because when your mind is writing the checks, you don't even think about it. You just default to what you've always done. I'm coaching right now, guys. So listen, Change Connections is going to be here to help you. You know what? To help us. Coach Ron's Change Connections will motivate underdogs to win. Those who have been counted out to get back in the game and win. To help each person find their place in the world and win. What do we mean by win? We win when we benefit others and fulfill our purpose. Winning is not just being coming out on top of someone else, being better than someone else, being first place. Winning is knowing that you have helped others. See, because if you're good at something, but you're not willing to help others become good at what you're good in, then there's something wrong with that. So when you can help others and help them fulfill their purpose or help them win, then you win. I win. Finally, Coach Ron's Change Connections will motivate you to an inside out philosophy. An inside out philosophy. If you change, your family can change, especially since you're a part of it. If your family changes, your community can change. And who are the communities around you? Your neighborhood, your workplace, and other places that you're a part of in the community. See, you're changing, your family's changing, and then you can go out and share with a greater audience, your community, the change that's taking place. When that happens, the world changes. So finally, Coach Ron's Change Connections is a collaboration. I will speak as I'm doing now. I have guest experts and they will speak. There will be everyday people and they will speak. And finally, we together can change our worlds. Because my reason for everybody speaking is that we have to get to the heart of some of the issues that are going on in the world around us. And therefore, dialogue needs to open up so that we can start to talk through some issues and so that we can have a different attitude about what's going on in the world. So today is the first message in what I call Coach Ron's Change Connections Trilogy. Today was my new gig, my same old passion. The second will be Ed, Dee, and me, my beloved parents. And finally, I will end this series with my backstory, what got me here. So I invite you to join me as I begin a new part of fulfilling the plan God has for my life. Thank you for listening. Hey, Tell your friends about this, and let's all share and grow together. Thank you.